Over the past 50 years and for many generations to come, when security matters, SafeGuard Zimbabwe has and will always be there. How we started and where we are today is testament to the strong foundation laid and how deeply rooted we are in serving and impacting our communities, as they are an extension of who we are today and who we are continually evolving into.
He started with Peter Stiff, who was a colleague of his in the police, because he did 22 years in the police and then decided, with 4 children and me, he wasn't making enough money, I suppose, really. And they decided, because they were both clever people, to leave the police force. And on the 10th of January, he resigned from the police force. Then he started at his SafeGuard. The first shop he had was a little room in Kaguvi Street upstairs. I was the cleaner. I did all the cleaning and the housework. My mother was in the office.
Everyone was involved. You know, I remember being on the phone as a switchboard. I don't even think we had a switchboard. We just had a single number. 45 Kelvin Road, I think, was where Nash Paints is now. We all on weekends or holidays or something like that would take on a turn on the phone or messaging.
From Kelvin, we came to 36 Telford Road, but the space was small for cars to be parked, so we moved to, we rented a portion in Bessemer Road in Granite side. So that's where I was as a car alarm manager, installing the car alarms.
By then we're doing it manually, writing each person on a sheet, and the sheet had 10 people on it. Writing it manually, adding hours, calculating using those old system calculators up until we doing the taxes, everything, the deductions, up until we get to the net of that person. Then we did the coinage. All was done manually, writing the envelopes, packing the money, and doing the payouts.
The world is rapidly changing, and in some instances, these changes bring about anxiety, uncertainty, and insecurity in everyone, from individuals, organizations, and nations.
12 years ago, we took a decision to change the corporate brand, and it was an exciting time. The uniform changed, the brand changed, and the company's managed to grow even further with the new brand, and that was it was an exciting period.
We're on track with the vision and what we want to do. We're continually developing. We've got great people, and that helps. I think in growing a business, you need good people, and we've got good people that have been with us for a long time, and we've got good guys that have joined us more recently. So a real nice core of experience, innovative thinkers, new people coming in with new ideas, obviously because it's working faster and faster.
Over the many years, including the time when I was a customer, it evolved into the various divisions that are now within the business, and again reflective of the changing needs of the customers and businesses in general in Zimbabwe. There was need for engineering, there was need for alarms, there was need for digital platforms. And I think the focus now has become more and more onto the digital era, and now we have CCTV, we have tracking systems, we have the biometric access, we have biometric cash in transit mechanisms, etc.
So when I joined CIT in 1998, we had very few vehicles. I think our vehicles were ranging around 9, 12. Then over the years we developed our fleet, and now we are ranging above 40 vehicles every day that we are actually operating.
I think countrywide we're 4,500 to 5,000 clients, response clients, countrywide. Where we are now, we are over 13,000 clients, response clients countrywide. So over the years, with the ups and downs, we've been able to sustain and maintain, I think, in my view, phenomenal growth for our business.
At the heart of our solutions are people. How we create, pivot, and implement our strategies and solutions is both tailored and curated to improve the lives and experiences of people, both throughout our organizations and the people we serve across the country. Tenacity, resilience, and commitment are some of the attributes Zimbabweans are known for throughout the world. Our teams have grown to become a family as we harness and nurture these attributes, creating room and opportunities for our staff to further develop, grow, and evolve in their personal capacities as well as throughout the business.
So now I've got 5 children and 8 grandchildren. So which means SafeGuard has been my home for quite a long time.
43 years with SafeGuard. All my 5 children, which I have, I taught with this benefit which I was getting from SafeGuard. And then I take SafeGuard as my father and mother.
All what I've got, and I managed to buy a house. All what I've got it under the name of SafeGuard.
And, I've used my training and experience to grow within the company. I went from an area manager to an operations manager, to general manager, to operations director, and eventually to managing director.
I never came here with the expectation that I would be here for 20 years and progress from an assistant to a finance director.
In addition to the corporates, schools, NGOs, and families we provide services and solutions to, we have a particularly strong reputation amongst the diplomatic sector. Our growth in the diplomatic sector over the years speaks volumes of our commitment and service in this area. Over the past 50 years, we have seen and learnt many things. It has not always been easy, but the challenges and hard lessons we have endured have not only made us stronger and better, they have set us apart from our peers. And this is testament to the relationships we have nurtured and maintained along our journey. What remains the same from 1972 till this day is our high standard of service excellence. We cannot and would not be who and where we are today without the unwavering support of family, individuals, communities, and the businesses who have continued to inspire us to evolve and lead with innovative solutions to meet their needs.
SafeGuard Security is a unique company in terms of service which we provide to our clients. We provide best services to the clients. Even our guards are well trained. They know how to work with clients.
We were a very large client, and I've always found SafeGuard, from Mr. Ted Mallon originally, and now Mr. Andy Mallon, his son, to be highly professional.
Good security and also reliable backup. So it was mostly to have security inside the premises, at home and at work. I think it's crazy to have a business without any security and backup.
I've noticed with SafeGuard the difference between other companies, and that's obviously their service is phenomenal. You make a phone call, you get to the right person, actions are taken, but I do find it's the personnel behind the product. I find the guards are always well presented, well spoken, well mannered, and respect the client. And I find the management side very responsive and very proactive. So that's what really made me stay with SafeGuard for the last, I think, 40 odd years we've been with them.
We fully acknowledge the need to invest in the communities we operate in, as we believe our future is determined by viable support for our communities. As a result, our social responsibility initiatives include financial support for the disadvantaged, sponsorship, and participation in cause-related events, hampers and groceries for the underprivileged, as well as donations to different causes.
We are glad to be on this journey, and we want to say to SafeGuard, congratulations on celebrating 50 years of security in Zimbabwe. We have been your charity of choice over, in my presence here, probably about 10 years. Your support as a charity of choice to us. You have helped and contributed for us to be able to support these young angels who go through a tremendous journey suffering from cancer. You have helped us contribute to our national fund to make sure that these services are there to support these children.
How does one prepare for an uncertain future in a rapidly changing world? While no one can predict what will happen in the coming days, weeks, or years, we are confident and remain steadfast in our ability to weather any storms, uncertainty, or anxieties that may arise.
So it's a continual learning process for us as security to understand the changes and to keep developing so that we can provide real solutions to security issues.
So I think that flexibility, scale, and the adaptation of new technology are the strengths there.
At the moment we are just continuously looking for improvement, trying to stay ahead of the technological developments, and really trying to keep SafeGuard at the cutting edge of the analytics capability.
We have been and we will always try and give them the best service that they need. That's our aim as SafeGuard.
I think we just want to continue to excel. We want to be a leader. We're very proud of the awards that we've won. The Contact Center Awards, which is really around customer service, which is properly researched, and there's some proper statistics behind that. We're a regular winner of that and have been for many years. I think that's the public telling us that we are on the right track.
I think the most interesting gadget is the wireless, because when we started doing wireless, we were doing with the American embassy. They were the first one to introduce a wireless system in this country.
We've been able to, implement like the latest software and technology for our response business, like our alarm systems, CCTV, and all. We're using the latest technology, artificial intelligence, and all that, with proper business analysis to help us make sound decisions and all that.
Some of the stuff that's leading edge or used overseas doesn't quite work here, but if we can take the principles and parts of those and adapt them for local conditions, it can be very successful, and we have been very successful with a lot of those products by being first in with those type of systems. So we just want to continue that into the future and remain viable and be able to give all of our staff satisfying long-term employment, hopefully where they can bring their families into the business as well, so that we just continue in the same vein. That's what I hope that we'll be able to achieve and be here in 50 years' time.